Sharon. How are you doing today? Today we're going to cook a little bit of my mother's famous cooking. I learned how to cook from my mother and my father. My father was notorious for his sauces and his main dishes. My mother was famous around our neck of the woods with her sides and her salads and just wonderful, wonderful food. And today I'm going to share with you Grandma Sharon's baked macaroni and cheese. Just pure, delish loveliness. I put a spin on it. My mother used to use Prince elbow macaroni. I use barilla because it has the flavor ridges in it. You can get this at your grocery store. And one thing I like about barilla pasta is you only have to cook it for like 6 or 7 minutes. You bring a pot of water to boil, you just throw them in there, and it gets al dente probably 6 to 7 minutes. You don't want to cook it too long because with baked macaroni and cheese, we have the good old oven that is involved. So you just let that sit there and boil, and the segue into beautiful, lovely side dish fabulosity. One thing my mom always taught me was the bigger the pot, the better your dish is going to turn out, especially with pasta, because just like any other living thing, you want to let your pasta breathe and grow and become what it's going to become. It's ever evolving as it's boiling in the pot. It grows, it gets larger, it consumes the water, and you got to let it breathe. You got to let it move around in there, dance, and all that wonderfulness. One of Mom's not-so-secret ingredients with her mac and cheese is Kraft's Cheese Whiz. Coming closer, isn't that just lovely? Oh, it's so good. It has a little bit of a kick to it, and I suggest for the baked macaroni and cheese recipe, you'll want to throw it in the microwave to let it loosen up about 30 to 45 seconds. Remember, let your pasta breathe. After 7 minutes or so of the pasta boiling, you'll want to drain. We're going to just let it stay in the colander and drain, and this is a good time to go to that good old microwave, grab the cheese whiz, handle with care because it will be hot to try it like me, and just scoop it on out. I have some optional, my mother didn't add oregano to her baked macaroni and cheese. I love oregano. I think oregano is like glitter for food. It's fabulous. You don't need a lot of it, and it goes a long way. So you just do a few shakes of that. I usually get store brand oregano. It's fine. It's really fine. It's less expensive, and it's just as good. Okay, and you stir it up with the oregano in there. You can also put maybe 1/3 of a cup of ranch dressing in there if you want a little more kick. I suggest you try it with just the main basic ingredients first, and if it becomes a regular side dish for you and your family, then you can start playing around with the recipe and add some different extra things. You take your drained pasta, you put it on top, and like Patti LaBelle would sing, just stir it up. Stir up the mixture in with the cooked macaroni, and it comes out very, just the sound of it is just take me back home. And my mother, she used to lay the pasta out in the pan and just gob the cheese whiz on top. I find it's easier for me to mix it. You can do it either way you want to. Any way you want to, honey. It's just fine with me. Because either way, when it comes out of that oven, it's going to taste fabulous. Okay, then you're going to want to take a rectangular, like a 9 by 13 pan. You can lightly grease it if you want, just to be sure. It's not necessary a lot of the times. I put a little bit of vegetable oil on the bottom, and I took a paper towel and wiped it out, the excess. And you just pour the mixture into the baking pan and smooth it out. Make it all one layer. You can come in closer, darling, closer. And there, just smooth it out real nice. Make it look pretty. And this cheese that you lay on top, it should create, and we hope it does today, a nice brown crust. And I know, we have our health nuts out there, but we do add a little more, just more love on top of love is what I like to call it. And so we're adding more cheese. More cheese, please, on the top. And this is when this helps. She would say the salt, just, a smattering will do. Throw a little salt on top. It's optional, but it does help in making that brown crust. And then you take we'll say about 1/2 of a cup of milk. I think that, and just look at that. It just drips on down in between everything. Very nice. Pure loveliness. Which is my mom's or as we like to call her, Grandma Sharon's baked macaroni and cheese. We'll put it in our preheated 375-degree oven, and we'll let it bake for about 20 minutes. Now we're ready to take it out of the oven. See what kind of goodies we have here. Oh, nice. Okay, this is basically what you're looking for, this crustiness here. It didn't quite get it all the way through this time, but it is good to go. It's a great, you can have this as your main meal. It makes a great side dish with fish and ham and all kinds of lovely goodness. And you can throw a vegetable in there. I love spinach, green peas, anything green and fabulous will do. And just let it set out about 5 minutes and you're ready to serve and enjoy. Promotional considerations for Grandma Sharon's baked macaroni and cheese provided by